but just from the first 2 times that we went through, this is how much bamboo that we have gotten. So that is absolutely phenomenal, totally worth it. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm your host Cole here, and welcome back to a brand new video. As you guys can see, we're actually on a brand new server called Sivils, and it has 2 game modes on here. It's got Skyblock and it's got SMP, but today we're actually going to be checking out their Skyblock realm, and I'm really excited for this because Sivils is a more custom Skyblock server more than a competitive, so it's gonna be fun checking all the stuff out that they have on here and just having a lot of fun, rather playing more casually than trying to win. But if you guys do end up enjoying today's video at any point, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, make sure to hit that bell so that you're notified every single time that I upload. But this time it's especially important just because this is kind of a new type of episode. So if you like it, please let me know so I know to do more of them. If not, then I will probably tone it down on these. But also, before we hop into the video, if you guys think that you may want to buy anything on the server, make sure to use code Cole like you can see on the screen, and you will get a discount. So make sure to use that if you end up buying anything on there. And without further ado, guys, let's hop straight into today's video. Okay guys, so to start off, I actually ended up getting some common keys just from a vote party that happened to happen a little while ago, and I did end up voting, so I have a couple of these gems here. There's a lot that we need to get into because I've kind of run around the server before I've started doing anything, and it looks like we ended up getting a farming loot bag. I assume this will just give us a bunch of crops. Also, as you guys can see, I have all my stuff disorganized because I actually ended up creating an island before I started recording, so I can just start to figure things out. But it looks like this isn't what I thought it was. We have... oh, it actually is. So this is all the different stuff we can get in here. Bone meal may actually end up being nice. Storage, lucky carrots, golden wheat. It looks like some of these are custom plants. That'd be absolutely awesome. And chance to get a farming hoe. And it looks like farming gear. So it looks like there's specific armor sets on here. That's super cool. I'm going to shift right click to see what I can get. So I got 4 yummy potatoes. That's awesome. And a number of this other stuff. Not bad at all. Water bucket, it's just a bunch of farming supplies, so it's not too bad. And then I have to figure out what this stuff is, because right now I have absolutely no clue what I could use that for. But we're gonna open up the crate one more time, see what I'm actually able to get. Money would be absolutely perfect because I kind of have a little bit of an idea of what I want to do this video. So let's see. We ended up getting a sheep breeder, so that is absolutely awesome. Now I can start breeding sheep, so that's perfect. So let's go home to the island, and I'll give you the rundown. So here's my island. As you guys can see, I have a little bit of a farm set up already, and this is what the island's looking like. Other than that, the border is pretty tight in on us, so we don't have a lot of space to work with, but we're gonna do what we can. So for today's video, I was actually looking in the shop a little bit earlier, and I was able to discover, if I went to the categories, that bamboo actually sells for $6 a piece. And if you guys don't know, bamboo actually grows really quickly. So that's a farm I definitely want to be making in this episode. I just gotta kind of figure out how we're gonna do it and how we're gonna make it the most efficient. I may have to look a little bit of it up online, but that's fine. We just want to make sure it's the most efficient and most easy to use, just so it makes my life a little bit easier. But as you guys can see, we do not have a very big budget, so I might as well place down all of this stuff that I have right here, just so that we get a little bit of money coming in, so that I can start working on the bamboo farm. It may also not actually be a bad idea to place down a piece of bamboo just like so, so that I actually can start getting some bamboo. So I'm gonna make our first purchase on here. Buy one like so, place that down, wait for it to grow, and in the meantime figure out what I'm going to do for the farm. But first, I kind of want to go over a couple of features that they have on here. So there's actually a gem shop here. So if I do gem shop like you can see here, you can check out all the different things that you can buy on here. You can get different spawner stuff, as you guys can see. I can actually end up buying one of those if I really wanted to, but I think I'm gonna save up a little bit for that. You can get minions. This is something I've really been interested in, figuring out how to use them, and it looks like these probably could be used to make a lot of money. I don't know exactly all the things that you can do with the stuffed crate keys. May be helpful, but it's just something that I'm still figuring out. But also, there are skills on here. You got farming, foraging, all of these things. Pretty custom, pretty cool. If you've ever played hypixel Skyblock, I'm pretty sure these are similar, but they probably are a little bit easier to level up. And lastly, I can quickly show you guys the IS missions on here. So you can see that there's player missions, and there's also island missions, as you can see. So there's this, and I think there's also quests. So there's just so much to do on here, so much to check out. I actually started setting up this farm for these things right here, so farming all this. So we have all the plants ready to go, but I think I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna work this bamboo farm, and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay guys, so I found that if I want to actually end up making this bamboo farm, I actually first need to set up a way to get blocks, and right now is just not the time to be using money to buy blocks. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and make myself a cobblestone generator here. As you guys can see, I have all the materials that you need for it, so place that there, and bada bing bada boom, there we go. Let's see if I have any more wood. It doesn't look like it, so I may actually have to use a little bit of money to get myself a pickaxe, like so. Let's purchase that, go like so, get ourselves a pickaxe. I'm gonna start mining away, getting some blocks going. I'm not sure if I only get cobblestone from this thing, or if I actually end up getting some ores. I know on other servers you end up getting ores, but on this server it looks like it's just cobblestone. I'm totally fine with that. I'm probably gonna end up mining this for a while, because I need a lot, and I mean a lot of blocks for this farm. So I'm gonna do that, probably end up collecting some wood and doing some farming to make a little bit of money. And while I've been talking, our bamboo has grown, so that's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I'll bring you guys back then. Okay guys, so I'm finally back to you, and a lot has actually happened. I've finally gotten enough cobble to place a full thing down there so that we can start building a farm. I invited one of my friends to come play with me just to make this a little bit easier, to get everything done a little bit faster. But if we want to build this bamboo farm, we actually need to look at IS upgrades, because there are some things in there that I actually need to get in order for this to work. Of course, crop growth will make things a lot easier. However, it does cost $50,000, and that's just money I don't have. If you're wondering how I actually ended up working my way up to $9,000, then I can show you guys. If you go to your Skyblock menu, go to Skyblock and visit other players' islands, you can actually visit these other people's islands. And I've gone to this guy's island and have just been farming his mobs here, and I've actually been getting a decent amount of money from it. I just sell all the mob drops. He has some vindicators in here, so that actually drops emeralds and totems of undying, so that is really good. But then I just do the sell menu, sell their stuff, and then I go about my day. But that's how I've gotten $9,000. So if I do such IS upgrades, then I can actually upgrade the hopper increase, because we actually probably will need to use a lot of hoppers for this thing. So I'm gonna quickly do that and try and do it again, and maybe even do it again. So I may actually just try and upgrade this as much as I can, because that's the only thing I really need right now. Island size, it may be something that's important, so I may want to save $500 for that. But otherwise, hoppers is the biggest priority, so I'm just going to put everything that I have in that. So now we have 40 hoppers that I'm allowed to use. That should be absolutely perfect. and I still have $200 left, so that's not too shabby. Still something I can put into things. But as I have been, working on the island, I've actually been slowly completing these island missions. I just don't think they're too entertaining to do on camera, so I haven't really been showing them to you guys. So we have been doing all this. We actually just went up a couple of tiers. I was at like the wood cutting, and now we're doing cobble and reforestation, so that should be good. And I've been doing a little bit on the quest, as you can see here. I completed the carrots, and I think still working on the wood cutting and everything, but just giving you a little update. I will probably end up doing a time lapse pretty soon of us making the farm, and I'll bring you guys back then. Alrighty everyone, so after a very long time, we have actually finally completed the farm. It's a little bit smaller than we thought it was going to be, but that is totally fine. We can definitely expand on this to make it go all the way out over there to make it, I don't know, like 3 times, 4 times as efficient, so that's super good. But just from the first 2 times that we went through, this is how much bamboo that we have gotten, so that is absolutely phenomenal, totally worth it. If you guys see my balance on here, you may be wondering how I got 500k, and it was because I actually opened up a crate, got a really good spawner, and sold it for like, I don't know, $1 million, gave half of it to my friend. So that actually helped us a lot in making this farm. So now it looks like this. It looks good. For right now, we're going to keep it the same size. After we get a little bit more money, we may decide to expand it. But this is super OP. Actually, let me go to the IS home right here. Put everything I have away in the chest like so. Not everything, maybe just keep some food on me. This is still fine. Hop back down over here, drop down, come over here. Let's pick up all this stuff like so, and just sell it. So if you do such sell menu, as I told you earlier, then you're able to sell all this stuff. So looks like we made about $11,000 there. That's really good. So from that, guys, we actually ended up getting something like 35k. Keep in mind, that's just from like 4 times going back and forth. So that is actually really good. So I definitely suggest making this farm. It does end up costing a little bit more than anticipated at first look. Just start growing your bamboo and find a different money-making method just for right off the bat. For a long-term thing, this is really good. It will make you a bunch of money. So I'm actually going to AFK this for about an hour, then come back, and I'll let you guys know how much money I make. Okay, everyone. Well, I'm doing the last round of this session, this 1 hour session, and I'm just calling it a 1 hour session because the machine broke halfway through just because of something. I don't know exactly why. So I do suggest that you guys don't leave this constantly running, and rather just run it every 5 minutes or so and collect everything then, just because then it will prevent the machine from breaking. And of course, you can make this as big as you like. You can make it as long as you like, as long as it's within your render distance, because then if it's not in your render distance, then the machine it may break, and you should be able to make it as long as you want. I'm not sure if there's going to be a limit on this. There may be. I'm not a redstone master. I'll put the tutorial that I use for this farm down in the description, so that if you guys want to follow it, you guys can. But this is a super good farm, so let's check out to see how much we've made in the hour. So it is looking actually pretty dang good. Let me go to my IS home, drop everything off, and then we can actually sell everything. Okay guys, so from that 1 hour session I made about 100k, which is absolutely phenomenal. So this small farm right here, which is totally able to become way bigger, expand it to the whole size of this island, made $100,000 in 1 hour, which is absolutely crazy, guys. I definitely think that this thing is worth it. If you're able to AFK a lot, this is definitely a way to go, and I totally suggest that you guys use this farm. As of right now, I'm just going to leave it how it is, because this took a very long time, something around like 3 hours to make, just because of how many times I screwed this thing up. Thank God I had my friend Brutable helping me on this farm, so big shout out to him for helping me out. Also, like I said earlier, if I bring out my book, big shout out to this guy over here, Felongrat7. I use his island a lot for money, so he was a big help to me as well. But to end off the video, I'm going to show you where I am at in terms of my quest. So I've completed these first ones. I'm going to start these next ones, and then over here, wood cutting. Started these, haven't completed them. I haven't really done anything of this, just because this is actually mine stone, not cobblestone, so I've kind of been thrown off there. But I think that's all the quests that I have. And then IS missions, I think this is one of the bigger ones. I have to make a set of iron tools. I have to do all of these things. Actually, some of them are already completed. The ones with the red X's at the bottom are actually the ones that have not been completed, so you guys can see what we've done here. This is also a really good way of making money after you do it for a while. As you can see, planting 20 saplings gets you $300, which is pretty dang good. But yeah, I think that's all for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. But if you do subscribe, make sure to hit that bell so that you're notified every single time that I upload. But this is especially important. If you guys did enjoy, please let me know so that I know to keep making more videos like this. This was a nice change of pace to me. I liked it a lot, just because it's not as competitive, more casual. There's still a lot of grinding involved, as you guys can see right here, but it was a good experience for me. But thank you all so much for tuning into today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.